we have to, as part of my role now, I have
Hmm.
to navigate through various databases and pull out some, data visualizations, and
Mm-hmm.
come across some tables and queries. So my whole purpose of learning SQL is to just sort of like automate most of the stuff. I normally do all my reporting based on Excel, but
Mm-hmm.
they are very much time consuming, and I know
Mm-hmm.
Excel has the SQL part as well, which
Hmm.
I'm unaware. I'm just
Hmm.
working through the pivot tables, the pivot reportings, and regular normal formulas that we basically use in our daily office routines. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why I want to get the other side of automation as well.
Hmm. So you're very clear that Excel has some drawbacks and reporting tools are overcoming the drawbacks, correct?
That's true. And especially the visualization we have, we can see we do have some Power BI reports which I know how to read them, but
Mm-hmm. Not
creating
clear about how
interactive
it is created.
yeah. So creating interactive dashboards, and so that that's the part where I need
Okay,
to
because you
enhance my
know the
skill.
data, you can understand the what is inside, but how it is done is not clear. Development part you want to learn now.
Correct. That's true. That's very true. Thank
Got
you.
it. Okay, so you're clear on how what why you're learning. Okay, anyone else, guys?
Ma'am, it's Kranti here.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I've been in IT since past 10 years, and
Okay.
I've worked in multiple technologies as well.
Mm-hmm.
Lately, I've been working in Pega, I did testing and all the stuff as well. So
Mm-hmm.
SQL is something which it is very, very old. I mean, like SQL is used in every database queries, right? All the
Mm-hmm.
database queries we use SQL, right? So
Mm-hmm.
what is it different we are using BI? BI is coming into the picture, the Power BI. Is
Mm-hmm.
it something? My question, I mean, like, I have few questions, but why I
Mm-hmm.
came here is that, yeah, before asking questions, my understanding is here BI itself says business intelligence, right? Intelligence is something, right, coming into the picture. So
Mm-hmm.
if I write a query and pull the data, and it becomes another tool, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I write a query
Yeah.
and pull the data, it becomes another tool. But here, what
Okay.
I understand is that in a natural language, if you give some query, that
Mm-hmm.
intelligence has to understand that and pull the data from the backend.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
Fine.
that is
So
where I
basically,
came here.
your understanding as an overview, it's good. But if you go brief inside, you in between ask me a question. Why BI when you have SQL to pull the data, correct?
Yeah.
So Power BI which usually will not pull the data. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
at least you guys tried something. At least you guys tried to explore things. That's really a good part of your guys. So basically, whenever I explain things, please be very careful because I have divided sessions into four parts. Okay. I don't want to burden you guys with the one session answering everything. So I've divided things into four parts. Today it will be just general introduction. I want to know what perspectives you people are here. So what ways you're trying to, I mean, what are your expectations and what is given here? That overview part I'll tell you here today. Okay? Am I clear? And tomorrow in session 2, I will tell you very clearly about data and technologies. Clear? Then in session 3, we will discuss complete overview of Power BI in brief so that you will have a very good understanding on why are we learning Power BI, what all will it contain. By looking at that, you can also decide whether I can go further and learn. Am I capable of learning Power BI? Everything will be understood for you guys. Clear? After that, we always say data, data, data. And is there any one of you who have a question that I am non-technical. Can I learn this course? Do anyone have this question? Is there at least one person have an inferiority complex thinking that I'm a non-technical person and if I step into it, will I
Into
really
it.
understand it?
Yes, ma'am. I come from a sales background.
Yeah, you
I'm
have
not
that
much into
inferior
data.
complex with you right now?
Yes, 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 exactly.
Okay. Anyone else?
Ma'am, hi ma'am, I'm Sirisha.
Yeah, hi.
I'm
Can you
from
please
Triple E
introduce yourself?
background.
Can you please edit your name as well, please? I see your name as
Yeah,
Jeevan
sure,
here.
sure. Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
ma'am. I'll edit it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Triple E background, and
Mm-hmm.
after a lot of gap, I'm thinking to join a job again. So,
Mm-hmm.
as this is non-coding, I have
Mm-hmm.
chosen it so that I felt it may. I'm not having confidence now also, but I thought of
Mm-hmm.
making a try. Yeah.
Got it. So there are
Yes.
people still who is still giving an thought of at least SQL and Power because it doesn't have coding, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Anyone else other than these two? So remaining all are very clear that what is Power BI, what is SQL, everything you guys are really clear and stepped in. Guys, talk. If you're quiet, you will feel sleepy. Just talk, no?
No,
Be
ma'am.
active,
Power
be more
BI,
active.
BI
Mm-hmm.
is something totally new to me, for me,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking more into it. Like what
Looking
all it
forward
can
to learn
provide
more
as.
and understand more. Is it, you mean looking more into it, you mean that you want to understand it more and know more about it and then take a step?
Right, right. See, because I do have a gap of 1 year also. I'm coming back to the picture into
Mm-hmm.
IT. I have a gap of 1 year. So if I learn
Mm-hmm.
Power BI, will I get a job also? That is a question. Because in the
Oh,
IT industry, they ask
I know. All
experience
of
and
you
all.
have this question right now because of the dry market you feel. Yes, that's a
Yeah.
valid question. Fine. So basically in session 4, especially for people who are feel non-IT, first and foremost thing for data analytics is understanding the data, right? You come from any background, how to understand the data. That will be the session on session 4. Okay? All your things, whatever you're scared of, and everything will be cleared here. Okay? And before even starting the general introduction, I want to tell you guys firstly, in this course, you will learn SQL first, which will last for 2 weeks. I can also say like exactly not 2 weeks, like 20 to 25 hours. Ma'am, do you really finish it and do we understand it when you teach it in 20 hours? Yes, that's my promise. Okay. After completing SQL, then I'll step into Power BI. Once you finish SQL, and then when we step into Power BI, trust me, guys, you guys will start doing Power BI by yourself. Most of the options you will understand already by yourself. So that importance is SQL for Power BI. Clear? Because Power BI is a reporting tool which has lots and lots of options in it. Those options are nothing but the functions which are used as functions in SQL. For example, we have joins. The same joins, left join, right join, left inclusive, left exclusive, same joins are called as left anti join, left join, right join in Power BI. Got it? Just a naming convention. We call them as merge queries in Power BI. In SQL, we call it joins. In SQL, whatever we call as set operators, in Power BI, we call them as append queries. Again, in SQL, you have text functions, numeric functions, date and time functions. The same thing in Power BI, we call it as text transformations, numeric transformation, date and time transformations. So this way, most of the SQL is included in Power BI. So that's why if we have a basic strong, from the very basic, if we start learning, it will be very easy for you guys to understand the tool called Power BI. Am I clear on this one point? Why SQL before learning Power BI? Am I clear? Can you please give me a quick yes or no in the chat box, or unmute and telling an yes is also fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Clear, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So that's why after learning SQL, we will go with Power BI. Usually, if you go directly into Power BI, and in Power BI, if I say joins, you might not understand. Okay. But in SQL, when we are doing, we will write each and every step, right? You will have error in the line when you're writing. Then you will understand each and every point, how it is exactly working. How does exactly a join work? If you understand that, now if you go in Power BI and implement it, it is easy to understand. Okay, always you have to learn ABC and then go with the sentence formation and words, correct? Yes or no?
Right.
Similarly, if you learn SQL, it will be like ABC. And after learning ABC, we will go with the word formation and sentence formations in Power BI. Okay, fine.
Ma'am, will we
So
do
that's,
any practical projects also
let me
when
finish
you
the
get?
complete introduction. Let me finish the complete introduction. Okay. I'll also talk about the project. So that's why let me finish up the introduction. Throughout the course, what happens, I'll be giving you overview today. Okay. Now, in Power BI, so once we finish SQL, then for Power BI, we will take around 40 to 45 days. It can be less as well. I'm giving you the worst case scenario. Okay. Then after that, one more thing I want to tell you is every day you have a class for 1 hour. Every day you have a class for 1 hour. Suppose if there is any no, if we don't have a class, if I'm on leave or if I have any medical emergency or something, don't worry, you will have a WhatsApp group created and you will be notified. Clear? Then when will the classes be, ma'am? Classes will be from Monday to Friday. Classes will be from Monday to Friday. So after learning SQL and Power BI, what do we have? I will teach you guys how to build a resume. I'm not giving you resume. I'll teach you guys how to build a resume, which will look like experience, which will look as a fresher, both the ways. I'll tell you how to create a resume, and then I'll take some random data set on which we will first understand the data and also build a report and a dashboard. This part we will do after that. Now, coming to the project. Now, I want all of you to unmute and talk to me about this point. What do you mean exactly by project? What do you exactly mean by project? What are you expecting when you say, will you give project?
We need to have a
Project
data
as in
set.
where we can implement these on real set and then we can see, okay, we are capable
Ah,
of it.
real set. Got it. What do you mean by real set?
I mean, real data which in which companies work.
Okay. You're a working employee?
Yes.
Yes. So I'll give you a pen drive, insert in your office laptop and get me the data. Can you do that?
No,
Why?
that's confidential.
Exactly. Then how do you expect me to get the real data from office?
So where will we implement this then? I mean, theoretically just
Exactly.
to learn.
So that's why I told you we will take random data set. So what is Power BI? People are actually not clear on. Why I'm telling you this is, so you have Instagram, right? Is Instagram an application?
Yes.
You install it and you use it, right? If you use the Instagram and if I use the Instagram, but both the places, are the features same, app is same, or you have a different app and I have a different app? It's the same.
Yeah, yeah, both are same. Both are same.
Exactly. Similarly, Power BI is a tool. Power BI is a tool, okay, which is same for all of us. Either you go real time or you go practice training anywhere, it's the same. Okay. So when you have it same, if you learn all the options, so this is what is a mistake and confusion what people have. If you learn the options of whatever, if you learn the whatever options we have in Power BI, real time and practical time is same. Okay, I want to be very clear on this. Real time and practical time both are same for Power BI. The only thing what we guys have to learn, which will might be a problem for us in office, is how to understand the data. If you really understand the data, automatically you guys can work on any data set and any project, because Power BI developer work is to understand the data and build a report, so that from that report people can know what is happening in their business. Am I clear? So because of this real project word terminology, don't come to a conclusion that project is not taught, real time we don't have. Someone is telling you real time data, it's a bluff. Because Rajesh, you just confirmed that none of them can get the real data from office to outside, correct? Yes or no? Are we allowed to get it?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Yes.
So we are not allowed to get the real data out of our office, right? So that's the reason I will never use the term. I'll be very frank to all of you. It might sound weird, but still I'm being very frank to you guys. I will not get the real data, but any data comes to you, how to handle it, how to understand it, and how to start working with it, that way I will teach you guys. That part I can get a confidence in all of you guys. Am I clear? I don't want to
Yes.
use the term real time and bluff to you guys, because people get attracted to the word called real time project. I really don't want to bluff you guys. None of them, whoever is working as a software employee, can get the real data. Someone is telling you, my suggestion is not to trust. Just to attract the students, people use the term real time. But I don't want to do that. I'm saying very frankly, we will take some random different varieties of 2 or 3 data sets. Any data comes to you, you will be ready to understand it. That part I can promise you guys. Clear?
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
Kranti again here. It's not
Yeah.
the point of bluffing anyone here, but
Mhm.
question is, see, everyone here are here to understand the technology and learn it. But end of the day, we
Exactly.
also want to hop into some company, right?
Yes.
So there comes the picture of projecting yourself as a real-time guys. So at
Huh.
that point,
Correct.
how do we project ourselves?
See, that's what I'm telling you. For Power BI, it's very easy to project ourselves because it's a tool. Suppose if it's a Python programming or something, you have to think of a real-time scenarios how to write the coding in logical way, right? But when it comes to Power BI, it's a tool and we have options there to select the option. So when I'm teaching, I wanted to show you this. Are you guys able to see the notepad here?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Second, I think you must be able to see the notepad. You guys are able to see the notepad, right? Okay, fine. See here, I'll tell you something. So in Power BI, we have 5 modules. When I'm teaching, I do this. I do this thing. So let me open this. See, I'll first tell you what all modules we have. After that, when I'm teaching you guys itself, I'll tell you each and every option. The way I deal the subject is, suppose you have a file tab. I'll go tab by tab so that every option which we use in real time is covered. If you click on apply option, what does that do? If you click on close option, what does that do? If you click on close and apply, what does it do? And then if you have the options and settings, in that what is options, what is data source settings, in that again what options. Like this, if you go through each and every option and understand its requirement, and when you implement each and every option, when I implement each and every option in front of you, when I do the option itself, I'll tell you guys when to use this option, right? Correct. When I do it practically in front of you, you immediately see it. what is happening? Yes or no? As it's a tool, when I click on that option, you will see what is happening. So next time someone tells you, I want this, so you will automatically know what option will do what. Do you clear the way of learning in tool how it is now? Why am I more clearly telling you guys it's not that difficult to maintain in real time? Understood?
Yeah.
It's not coding side. It's actually about the options here because it's a tool. If it's really a Python program, because I was teaching data science, if it was Python programming or exploratory data analysis using Python, the way of teaching would have been different, because you can write a logic any different 100 ways. But here you have options. If you click on an option, it has its own functionality. You cannot manipulate its functionality, right? You have an option, you can only use it, right?
So
So
what is the
that's the
difference here? Sorry to cut you in
yeah.
between.
Sure, sure. Continue.
I like when you say Python, I mean it's
Mhm.
totally different thing because Python is also a programming language, I guess, right?
Correct.
So I mean, is it because of the amount of data we work on that is the reason there is a
No.
difference, or
Amount of data. No, no, it's not about the amount of data. So basically, I'll tell you, I'll give you a layman example, try to relate to it. So we have a subject called English, right? When
okay?
I give you alphabets, all A to Z alphabets to you, can you make a mix and match from this and create your own words?
Yeah,
Yes, right?
yes, yes.
So that is programming. You have lots of functions, lots of things, and you can combine two or three functions together because the language is in your hand. Got
Okay,
it?
got it.
But when it comes to tool, Power BI, now you have alphabets with you, but you are in an exam hall where you are asked only, you will be given marks only if you use them. You're restricted. Got it? You can only make
Yeah.
use of what questions you have. If you answer only, you will get the marks. If you write anything extra, we are not least bothered. Similarly, Power BI has its own options available. You can only make use of the options. Clear?
Okay,
When you have complete formation, your wish you have, then it is programming. And when it is, you have an option, click on it and do it, then it's restricted, right? Because when they're creating the tool, they create some options there on the tool. But in programming, they give you alphabets, create your own language. So there's some difference between both of them, right?
yeah, because I think Python also has this. I mean, these chart options, where they can. So I think
Yeah, it
Power BI
has a
is
chat
majorly
option, but here what happens in without programming in Power BI is I have to just drag, drop, select the chat, select the columns, it will create the visual.
okay. Okay,
And by default, colors, if it is looking good, you will maintain the same. If not, you can also do a more colors. But in Python, when you draw the same plot, you have to write each and everything. You have to write 10 lines of code.
right.
So do you think writing 10 lines of code is easy, or dragging and dropping and you get a visual just like a magic is easy?
I think drag and drop is more easy, I guess.
That's why BI tools are coming up faster. And at the same time, BI tools have a capability of handling larger data as well. Python also have it. But you have a data somewhere, you write a code somewhere, and the output is shown somewhere. Correct? But here,
Okay,
you get the data into the same tool, you do the code, you do the visuals in the same tool, you publish it in the same tool. It's in one place, easy for a person to do it. And because it is called business intelligence, it has its own error handling capability as well. Got it?
got it.
Yeah. So it has some its own intelligence also included. During the work, you will understand. Okay, I have less work now. It does few things. So you will feel that when you start exploring the tool. Clear?
Clear.
And guys, Whoever has these questions on especially about why are we having multiple technologies, ma'am? If you're telling data analytics, what is the difference between a Power BI developer being a data analyst, or Tableau developer being a data analyst, or Python developer being a data analyst? Whoever has this kind of questions, please attend the session tomorrow. Trust me, you will love the session and you will clear all of your IT related questions on technologies. Why do we have database? When we have database, then why cloud? What's the difference between database and cloud? And what is the drawback of this file system? Why are we going with databases and cloud when you have an Excel file? Correct. Do you all have these questions? Whoever is new to the IT generally have this question. Is there someone who has these questions?
Yeah, me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
do have it.
What's the
Yes.
difference between a data engineer and a data analyst and a data scientist? And we see a job roles telling data analyst and they ask for Python somewhere. And we see a job role data analyst and few ask for Power BI. And we see a
Yes. Yes.
same job role data analytics and people ask for Tableau. Why? And people whoever is learning SQL and Power BI, they're also asked to better have a Python programming along with it. Why? You all have these questions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yes.
mean, most of the jobs they do, yes. I think I,
This
I thought like maybe they're looking
uh,
for more diversity, people who have more tool knowledge, they something
no, it
like
actually
that.
it has a reason. It actually have a reason. I'll explain you that clearly. It will take like 40 to 45 minutes for me to give you a complete picture on all data and technologies. Okay, so what do you guys think about data? What is the data generally?
Information collected.
Exactly. This is what is a mistake. You guys think that data is just an information, but when it comes to data analyst, data is not defined just about the information. Technologies are decided based on the size of the data, based on the what does the data contain, and also based on where it is stored. So all these factors matters when you chose a technology for a project. Based on that, your role and responsibilities are posted and you apply for a job. Do you understand what happens in the background? If you can give me guys another 1 hour tomorrow, you will get a complete picture on this. Clear?
Okay.
Got it?
Got it.
Today, I just
Yes.
really want to give a general introduction and want to know what kind of mindset people are here and what are you expecting from me firstly. It's not always your, so this is the course you're paying, I teach, I go. Uh, It's not like that. I don't want that kind of a session. I want a different session where my, what I'm planning to teach and what are your expectations should match, right?
So I did one 2 hour workshop actually. Two, I'm sorry,
Okay.
3 hour workshop in data power. I
Yes.
mean Power BI only. It was
Okay.
a project actually. I mean it was. I mean the data was in Excel sheet. Then we
Huh.
uploaded it, transformed it, and then it was only
Huh.
like making pictures drag and drop thing. But I mean then they asked us like you have to like to learn more, you have to enroll and then do that. But I think like because one of my friend, he actually was in sales and then he uh, learned Power BI, then he actually moved into a business analysis role. So I thought like
Hmm.
maybe for business analyst it was more of requirement gathering, but I don't know how he got that job. I I got confused like whether I should go for it or not, or
See,
is this only
Power
enough for
BI,
me to.
see, I'll tell you one thing. Nowadays, it's not about just getting a job. Surviving it for a longer time also matters. Surviving a
Yes.
job for first 6 months is easy because none of them will give you responsibility.
Right.
After 6 months, the real work starts. Correct?
Correct.
And when to survive that, first you should know why are we learning it and what challenges might come and what will be your peer group in your office who might interact with you. You have to know it, right?
Yeah.
So all that if you know managing a job is very easy, especially for reporting tool. I'll not say only Power BI, any reporting tool, it'll be easy. That's why people are choosing this. But I'll not tell you that easy where you can just sit, just listen to me, go get a job. It's not that easy. You also have to do some hands on. And my sessions every day will be hands on. So I'll also tell you guys what things few people will ask me again, few more questions which you are not asking, but generally you might have it in your minds, because all the questions I asked are already in your brains, and later once I ask, you're telling yes, we have that question, right? So another questions what generally people have is like, ma'am, when we are learning, do we have to learn something and come to your course? No, zero prerequisites. Come with a fresh minds early in the morning. Please don't come with a sleepy face and make me sleep. I want an interactive session. The way you guys are talking to me today, every day during the topic, after every topic, I'll give you a chance to talk and ask me questions. If every one of us is clear about the topic, then we will go to the next topic. Clear? This is
Yeah.
how the sessions are. I have very much good patience. Don't worry about that. If you have multiple questions also, you can ask me. Suppose if it is a irrelevant question, I will tell you guys, give me some time, let's talk about that question later, because that will be answered in the next few minutes. I'll tell that. Okay, so I want an interactive session, no prerequisites. Only thing I expect from you guys is join with the laptops, not with the phones. Please try to join the sessions with the laptop so that you guys can do it along with me. As soon as I teach a topic, I ask you guys also to execute along with me during SQL. Clear? I want you
Okay.
guys to execute the same query so that you understand whoever does it, it's the same. So initially, especially for first 10 to 11 days, whoever is very new to the system, please come with the systems. It will be very good hands-on for you guys. So after that, again, you will anyways follow up with me. You will be faster along with me. Am I clear, guys?
Yeah, I have a
Yes.
question.
Yes, Sirisha.
Whether Power BI is a free tool, whether we can install and work along with you.
Yes. So Power BI, basically, you have actually 5 modules in Power BI. In 5 modules which you're learning, all first 4 modules are, you can learn it along with me without license. Okay, and the first 4 modules whatever you're learning is 90% of the Power BI developer work, and the last 10% which is Power BI service, you need a license. But don't worry, I'll give you the links later when you go to office, or when you see here, I'll do it practically in front of you and show you everything. That 10% of the work, I'll give you step by step process what to do. Either you go in office or here, it will be the same. Clear? The 10, Sabana, that's what I'm saying you. The last 10% of the work, that's what is Power BI service. For that Power BI service, we need a license, and you might not be able to do it along with me, which is just 10% of the, sorry, which is just the 10% of the Power BI developer work. Am I clear? Without that, how can that's as important almost? Sabana, uh, why do you say that is important? Can you just tell me why do you say that is important? No, it's not for deployment. Savannah, it's not about deployment. Why is it important is you build everything offline in your system, you want to share it with people, then you need Power BI service, right? I'm not telling you I'll not teach Power BI service. The Power BI service license, if you have to purchase, again, you guys have to spend some amount on it. But it's just 10% of the work. When I'm teaching, I'll show you each and every step. I'll give you links which you have to follow later while doing it in your real time. So that will not be a problem. Okay, I'm not new to this teaching. I've been in this since 4 years. I've taught thousands of people. Trust me, guys, you will not face problem. You will not be scared of Power BI service as well. Okay.
Sure.
See, Sabana, when you say practical has to be there for service, you can get your license. I don't have a problem if you purchase a license and come to the class. I'm absolutely okay with it. If you have a license, you can do it along with me practically. I don't have a problem. But I cannot get license for all of you guys, right? So that's the reason I'm telling you guys. And remaining sessions, I myself am telling you guys, come with a laptop. Do it along with me. I'm telling you guys. When I say everything, please do it along with me. And when I'm saying Power BI service, that's okay. It's manageable. So you have to understand. Okay. So because I don't want you guys to spend some amount on it. I seriously don't want you guys to spend some. It's not that important to spend some amount and learn, because Power BI service, when I'm teaching itself, you will have the recordings for later references. That will not be a problem. Okay. Power BI mobile app, Power BI mobile application creation I'll not show you, but Power BI mobile app is just once you create a report, how does that view look like, you have to see in Power BI app. Okay, that will be seen. No worries. And I think you guys are given the syllabus copy. Did you all get the syllabus copy?
No, no.
Yeah.
Mm.
Please talk to the admin. He will give you the syllabus copy. In whatever is mentioned in the syllabus copy, everything is covered. Hook and crook with from the basics, everything is covered. Clear? Topics will be here and there based on the understanding, but everything will be covered. Understood? So guys, from tomorrow, we will have a technical discussions and more about understanding briefly about a specific topic, right? If you see here, all the sessions are very specific. Today's session is only about the general introduction. That's why I'm able to take questions and I'm trying to give you confidence in you guys, because it's really not that tough. So do you have any further general questions?
Yes, Mrs.
Yeah,
Devi.
I mean, Power BI or Tableau, like, which is more,
Okay.
like,
Android phone
easy?
or an iPhone? Android phone or an iPhone? Which one do you prefer?
I think Android is more easy.
Power BI is more easier. Why not iOS? Why not iPhone?
I don't know. I mean, I feel
First
more
thing, why?
comfortable with it. But yeah.
First thing I'll tell you guys, why do people not choose iPhone? First reason, be very genuine and tell me why we don't prefer iPhone.
Cost.
Exactly. Power BI license is $10. Tableau license is $76 per person, per user. That's the first problem what we faced in the project, the budget which we have to handle. Got it?
Eh,
Seriously, that is one important reason. And remaining comparisons, I'll not tell Tableau is not preferable. They are equally competing, but only first drawback what we face when we chose Tableau for in our project is the license.
Mrs. Devi.
Yes.
Yes, I have a question
Yes.
regarding SQL.
Okay.
So, thanks for explaining all the details about, the course
That's fine.
regarding.
That's my job.
Re-
That's fine. Yeah.
yes, especially for the Power BI. I want to know, would we be
Uh-huh.
doing as good as I understood? I think you mentioned that we will be understanding SQL functions. Now, we be doing some sort of like table creations, or
Yes, you will do it along with.
some manipulations in SQL itself, like, because SQL is a query editor, right? So we can
Correct.
implement it, be it in Power BI, be it in Microsoft Excel,
Yes.
or be it in, I mean, we can manage any other database as well. So that
Correct.
was my question.
Can you guys see the screen?
Yes.
So this will be the content for SQL. You'll have what is SQL, I'll tell you, what is database, difference between these, and you have comments in SQL, alias how to write it, how to create a database. Suppose if you're going as a data analyst, sometimes they'll ask you to create your own tables or create your own database. Sometimes we should at least know the basics, right? So you will learn that, you will understand the data types in SQL, you will understand the table creations, updating, delete, insertions, difference between delete, drop, and truncate. Okay. Other than this, you will also go with the constraints in SQL. Very briefly, you will understand these things. Okay. And then you
SQL
will
is
understand
it is very
the
tough, no?
no, it's not tough. It's not tough. That's what I'm telling you guys. I'm promising you guys, you will enjoy the subject. You will feel everything was easy. End of the session, you yourself will tell me, ma'am, you made it very easy for us. That I can promise. You will feel it
Because
difficult if you miss the class. Come every day to the class, you will feel it easy for sure.
okay.
Okay? If you listen, if you want to learn, know how is my teaching, tomorrow you will understand. Tomorrow will be our first session, right? With the exact subject and technologies. Then you will understand exactly how I'm going to teach. Okay? So you cannot
Okay.
judge a person just with the introduction. I am just giving the introduction. My way of teaching, you will see it from tomorrow. Then based on that, you might also get some confidence maybe. Okay.
Yeah, one more quick question, Devi.
Let me
Can you
finish to
brief
complete
it?
whatever. No, let me finish what all things will be covered
Sure,
in SQL. Let me just give you an overview here. Then I'll take the question. Okay.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have clauses in SQL. You will also learn them. You will also learn when to use where, when to use having, differences, how to write a queries in brief you will learn. And you will also learn functions in SQL. So when you learn functions in SQL, this includes like I'll also tell you guys how to learn later without depending on me. If you want to explore more and more things, how to do it also you will be understanding. You will learn joins in brief, and you will learn set operators, how to write subqueries, how to write that logic of subqueries. I'll teach you how to write a views, importance of views, why do we use views, why do we have synonyms, how to create indexing, what exactly does the indexing do, you will see it in front of you. You will also learn how to write case statements, you will learn window functions. Other than these, I will also include if else statements as well. This will be the content for SQL. If you learn this content for SQL, trust me, learning Power BI would be very easy for you guys. Okay. Yeah, Kranti, you can shoot out your question.
As you are a guru, I'm like, I'm more interested, like, how is your journey? I'm like, how do you you ended up in BI? So that's what I want to know. Uh, that's the introduction
Fine.
class, right? That's the basic thing. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'll give my introduction in the last 5 minutes. We still have
Oh,
8 minutes
yeah.
more.
Okay, cool.
I
Yeah.
do it in the last 5 minutes.
Also,
Fine.
Devi, one question like, do you think these tools are beneficial for a sales guy? I mean, it's been like, 6, 7 years.
If
I'm
you want to
in
transition and
sales.
prove yourself as a technical guy in the sales field, yes, it is. Or if you don't want to shift your career, want to be in the same field, same sales, then no. If you want to slowly
Okay.
transition from sales to here, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Because we all look for the sales data and you yourself know sales better. You can give us more insights on the data, right?
Right. Right.
So that way it is beneficial to you more. Okay. So coming, any other question? If not, I'll start my introduction.
Devi had a question. Sorry, I
Yes.
joined in a bit late. My name is Neha,
Okay.
and I have my query is regarding after this course, what
Mhm.
kind of roles will we be applying? Just for a brief introduction, that I'm not from an IT
So,
background. I work with media.
Neha, sorry
So,
to cut down.
if you already answered this question,
Yeah.
I can stay back after the class for a
No, don't
minute or
worry.
two, and we can.
Neha, you need not stay back. I told everyone that I myself gave this as a question for people, and I told them that
Mhm.
tomorrow's session, when I tell data and technologies, what roles you are eligible for, everything will be answered. That's why I
Sure.
requested all of
Um,
you guys to give another hour tomorrow.
Okay, sure.
Okay. And
Yeah.
Jug. There is a name Jug. The duration of the course is 2 weeks for SQL and 4.5 weeks for Power BI. It'll be around 1.5 month. Okay. So it's not like I teach, you learn. Let's all learn together so that you guys can be friends later. And in office, if you're facing any problem, you guys can help each other, right? So that way, I want an interactive session. Okay, let's all learn together. Yeah, 6 weeks in total. And coming back to my introduction. So basically, people whoever says non-IT, don't worry. I am a BSc Biotechnology Genetics and Chemistry graduate and a Master's in Biotechnology postgraduate. And after that, why did I transition will be the next question. I know it. So basically, I am more into a system person. So I love playing with systems. Not initially, but when I got this interested, when I've done my major project, where I worked on Alzheimer's disease medicine related stuff. I worked on Institute of Genetics. It's a government organization where they treat people and they do PhD scholars do the research, and where medicine sometimes they give some insights for the scientists where medicine can be uh, cured. So in that, when I was working, I worked for two diseases. One is Alzheimer's and other is for lung cancer. So for Alzheimer's, we have two medicines already available. This way, my project started. So once my project started, I was going to the Alzheimer's patients and I was collecting the blood samples and extracting the DNA. It was a wet lab. Trust me, it was not that easy. I had to go to the patient, get the blood sample, sit for 2 days to extract the DNA and understand the DNA and see where is the problem. But after completing, finally, my PhD scholar, who was a guide for me, has shown me a website called NCBI. It's actually for life science students. And he told me all the protein structures are already stored by our government, by national, international level government. When I saw it, I understood that there are a part of life science students which are working on a system side. Then I started exploring what all can be done by a life science students into the computers. Then I got to know that US healthcare is a main domain where they need people who knows healthcare technology better and at IT better. Then I search for I just search for a high salary paid job. Then I got to know it's data science, and at the same time data analytics is a booming. When I started my career long back, and then when I started exploring in my graduation, post graduation itself. I started exploring a technology like how you guys are doing it now. Similarly, I started exploring, but one advantage what I had is my cousin, who was a long distance cousin, is also into the IT field and he was also in healthcare. Then I asked him, how can it be beneficial for me to go in? Then he told me, go into the US healthcare and learn the technology before going into it. You will be a preference there because you will understand the healthcare data better than anyone else. So that way, every technology, every domain, whichever is your bachelor's or master's, will be helpful for the data analytics. That domain, you guys understand it better. That way, I got into Optum first. So when I went to the Optum, it was all US healthcare. So I already know US. I explored a lot of US healthcare. So that way, I started my career. I started as a junior data scientist first. So I was also teaching data science. So I started my career as a data scientist, but later, due to some health reasons, I was coding a lot. So due to some health conditions, I had to reduce the stress levels. So I quit coding for a few days. And during that phase also, I was using Tableau as a reporting tool. And then also in a project, I had to use Power BI. So immediately I transitioned to Power BI in the first year itself. And then I started exploring both the tools simultaneously in my projects because I worked for two projects. Because I was a life science student, I can give a subject, I can be a subject matter expert. So I was guiding two different projects at the same time in a subject level, not in the technology. I was fresh to the technology, but subject level I was guiding two projects. So this way I had more and more exposure, and I was exploring these tools since the beginning of my career. That's the reason I was telling you guys very clearly. The first drawback why people go for Power BI than Tableau is license. Another thing why people go for Tableau than Power BI, if I tell you, Tableau has a prediction capability more, especially for data science people. So that point, that was good. But now Power BI has also implemented this predictions and they're competing equally actually. Got it? So this why I started my career as a data scientist, and due to my health reasons, I had to stuck with coding, and now I'm into complete BI tool. I also support as a subject matter expert. Now I'm not in Optum. I'm into a different company now. I'm not into the only healthcare now. I'm into retail. I also works for I also work for logistic retail domain. I also works for UPS in between, and I also worked for US Healthcare. Yeah, I am a certified person in US Healthcare. I'm actually a certified natural language process specialist, NLP specialist. NLP is a two, one of the technology in data science, what you know it as. And yeah, this is about me. Was that good?
Perfect,
You're saying
perfect.
like SQL and Power BI is not enough. I mean, to sustain in the industry. I mean, we have to learn more and more. NLP वगैरह भी सीखना पड़ेगा.
No, sorry. That's not required actually. I was more interested. I was always selecting the tougher one. So I chose data science first because of my health issues. I had to quit coding for a few days. So that's the only reason I quit it and I came completely into BI tool. Now I'm completely into BI tool. But sometimes when my data engineers or data scientists along with me in my team are coding, and some logic is missing, we will have a general discussion in the team. I'll tell them some logics because I was more into coding in the initial stages. Yeah, it's good if you have more technology, you'll have more opportunities. It's not compulsory, but it's good. See, now if I lose my job, I can apply as a data scientist, I can apply as a data engineer, I can apply as a data analyst, I can apply as a Tableau developer, I can also apply as a Power BI developer, right? Correct. Yes or no? If not one, I might be into another one because I know all of them. True? Yes or no, guys?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. That's the reason I learned everything.
because Devi, what I heard was, a couple of my friends are working with Accenture as
Mhm.
data analyst. I mean, they also moved from
Uh-huh.
sales.
Mhm.
So, I mean, SQL, they said like, sometimes there are certain codes like, वो hang हो जाता है वहाँ पे. And they say
Uh-huh.
like, it's,
I'll tell you tomorrow. You will get to know why tomorrow. That's why I told database and cloud. Why? I'll tell you. You will get the answer tomorrow. You need not even ask me tomorrow. That is automatically covered in tomorrow's content. Okay?
so you'll teach us how to prepare for interviews also, like, what sort of questions, I mean,
See,
generally from
nothing to
company
prepare for
perspective.
an interview. What I'm telling you is throughout the course, you have to be active here with me. Because when I'm teaching a topic, immediately I tell you guys, this will be asked in an interview. This can be a short question in an interview. This will be asked these many ways. I'll not give you in the last interview questions. Throughout the course, you have to make a note of your interview questions so that every one of you will be active throughout the course. Got it? You cannot skip the classes.
Yes.
Okay. So because why did guys just let me talk this to you guys now. Did you guys ever have a backlogs until 10th standard? Until 10th standard, did you all have a backlog?
No.
No,
No, right?
no.
I don't think none of you have.
Mm.
Why? Tell me the exact reason why. Is it because you're interested in studying or because your teachers or your parents will kick your ass if you don't do it?
I think attendance was the major thing.
Until
I
10th
mean,
standard, it was not attendance. No, don't tell me that. Until 10th standard, it's not about attendance. It was because we're scared of our parents and teachers, they'll kick our ass because we are children. True, right?
Yes. Yes.
True.
But in intermediate and graduations, why do you have a backlog? There also attendance matters. Why do we have a backlogs there? Not everyone, but most of us will have a backlog. Why? Because we are not scared. None of us will beat us. None of us will even raise a hand on us. We will not listen to anyone. Correct?
Right.
Were we so casual after our after our 10th standard, so we have a backlogs? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Because all the important questions are given to us, and still we don't study. Here I'll be like your 10th standard teacher, before 10th standard teacher. I don't want to be the person who is after 10th standard. I will be the one who is before 10th standard, so that everyone will be attentive in the class, right? I might ask question to
True.
anyone every day. Clear? Shall we do that?
Yeah.
Shall we go back to our childhood?
No
Right.
spoon feeding, right?
I will not give spoon feeding. Don't worry about that. I'm very very much in least interested in spoon feeding. I give a work a lot. I'll make you guys think
Yeah,
logically. Initial classes
you're
you
working.
cannot think logically because you don't know the basics. After few days you will start thinking automatically because you're scared that I'll ask a question and in front of everyone I'll remove you from the class if you're not answering. It's nice, no? Shall we go back there and learn to that standard so that we'll put everything in our minds?
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
That's why my sessions are interesting. I do that.
So one more
So,
question, Devi. So
uh,
at the end of the course, how many years can we project ourselves in the market?
4 to 5.
4 to 5, is it?
Yes, for sure.
Sorry, how many? I didn't get Kranti's question. How many?
Rajesh, you will understand that question after few days.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be more like a personal question. So people, whoever has a gap in between, they try to put an experience and go, right? How far that experience can be managed was this question. I told him 4 to 5.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Clear? Yeah. Are you all clear about how the sessions are going to be? And general introduction, was the session clear to all of you?
Yes.
Yes.
It was good.
Yeah, good.
It was good.
Okay. Shall we all meet back tomorrow again to understand the data and technologies?
Yes. Yes.
Okay then. Chalo. That's about it for today, guys. See you all back tomorrow. And tomorrow you will understand the things more better and better. Day by day, the next 3 sessions also will be demo sessions. Day by day, you will get more and more clarity. Okay. One day I'll
Okay.
not give complete clarity and confuse you guys. Don't worry. We'll go slow, understand step by step. Okay.
Okay. One question last, Devi.
Yes.
I mean, these tools, are they like specified to any particular industry, or are they like, they are used in almost every industry, like finance,
It
there
is
are big
used in
companies like
almost
they've been using.
every industry. Every
Okay.
industry. That's why any graduation is fine for these courses.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. Okay, guys. Then I think we had a good session together. Yes. Yes. Chalo. See you all back tomorrow, guys. Let's meet back tomorrow to learn more and understand things more about the IT. Bye bye. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
You too.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
guys. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
And Sabana, you had a question. Is she still here? No, she left. Okay, I'll answer her tomorrow. Bye.